Hello and welcome to GTA 3 The Playthrough episode number 5. Today we're going to go ahead and do the bomb the base mission that we were setting up last time. So we're going to need $100,000 to give to 8 Ball for the bomb. And we've got $249,000. So we're pretty much covered for that. Now don't worry, we will make our money back and make 50 grand more. So that's nice. And also I forgot where I was going then. But now I remember. So this episode is going to be a little bit shorter than normal, a little bit shorter. But don't worry, I will definitely provide commentary all throughout. Bomb the Base Act 2.
Okay, let's do this then. I can set this baby to detonate, but I still can't use a piece with these hands. Here, this rifle should help you pop some heads.
Right, so the whole thing with this is that we have to protect 8 Ball while he goes onto the ship to destroy it. Because he is an idiot. He's very weak, he doesn't want to defend himself because his hands are all messed up, according to him. However, he's able to hold a bomb and set it well enough, so yeah.
Just like Fellini's Lolita.
Innocent yet endlessly corrupting, indeed. I beat him to it there. But the point is that apparently 8 Ball's hands are messed up. Probably from a bomb, and we have to protect him as he goes onto the ship from the Colombian cartel, who are armed and dangerous, so that's excellent. We've got ourselves some responsibility here.
Get a good vantage point, then I'll head in when you fire the first shot.
Oh yes, you head in when I fire the first shot, which implies I have killed either one person or no one at all. Because it doesn't matter whether you actually kill someone with that shot. He will still go on anyway, even if you miss. So, yeah, he's an idiot. Did I say that? This is a very stupid plan. Oh my. Right. So the vantage point is up there with some steps, and this is still in the era where they didn't use arrows to mark whether something is above you or not. Right, kill him. Dead. And dead. You have to snipe these guys. Destroy those barrels. There you go. Dead. Dead. Dead as a dodo. Extinct. Expired. Dead. And dead. And that's the last of them. Finally, it's safe for 8 Ball to proceed and plant the bomb. Yeah, if he didn't kill them quick enough, he would have been killed there, so we would have failed the mission, but we didn't, thanks to my handiwork, and practice with this mission honestly helps. Wasn't that satisfying? $150,000, so we made our money back and got 50 grand extra, just like I said. And here's the cartel gang car as well. But we're now going to head off to Salvatore and do one last mission for him, and then we are going to go to the second island, everybody. Yes, Portland is all done with now, in terms of story missions, so that's great. Wonderful. I can't wait to leave. I mean, it's not a bad place, but I'm pretty sure you're sick and tired of seeing the same old scenery. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the second island in this next mission, and it's not a very difficult one either. In fact, it's very bloody easy. But there is a little bit of a story thing to it, so yeah. And this will cause a bit of a problem. Bit of a problem for us, but it shouldn't be, well, it shouldn't be too bad because I know very well how bad it is. So jump cutting ahead, because, you know, I can do that. I am capable. The main thing I wanted to talk about in this episode was the effects of gangs hating you. And it's a lot more serious than you might imagine, because coming up, the Mafia are going to betray us. Rather, Salvatore is going to try and betray us, but I won't let him do that because I'm not an idiot. I am no pushover. Or rather, Claude is no pushover. Because doing all of these things would be illegal in real life, and I would be caught quite quickly, because I'm no criminal. But anyway, let's go ahead and do last requests.
It's my favorite cleaner. I'm proud of you, my boy. You kicked the shit out of those grease balls. I just got one little job for you before we can all celebrate. There's a car around the block from Luigi's club. The inside is covered in brains. We had to help some guy make up his mind, and it proved a little messy. Take it to the crusher before the cops find it.
Oh look, an easy mission that implies whatever. Basically, this is where he's going to try and stab us in the back. He's going to try and kill us. But you know what? We're smarter than that, aren't we? And I would show you what happens when you go and get the car. You blow up, but can't be bothered dying, and I'd rather listen to this great track from Rise FM. Thank you very much. Brilliant song. Brilliant. Right. Ooh. This is Maria. The car's a trap. Meet me at the slip south of Callahan Bridge. Okay. I mean, this isn't Maria, this is just a pager, but you know, whatever. So Maria is warning us about the trap, and it's okay, I warned you about it anyway. Because I like to do that, rain on people's parades.
Listen, Salvatore thinks that we're going behind his back, so he was offering you to the cartel in order to make a deal. I couldn't let him do that. I mean, the worst thing is, it's all my fault because I told him we were an item. Don't ask me why, I don't know. Look, you're a marked man on the Mafia turf, and I've got to get out of here, too. I've seen too much killing, too much blood. Look, this is a friend of mine, okay? She's an old friend, and it's so good. She's someone we could trust.
Come on, enough of the speeches. We better get out of here before we get more hysterical Italians wanting less friendly reunions.
Oh look, a boat. So we're off to the second island, and boats aren't really used very much in this game. You'll only see me use them about 3 times in this entire playthrough, not including this one, so yeah. You won't be seeing too many of those. But anyway, yeah, this is the first GTA I think to incorporate boats, I believe. And because it's in a 3D environment, you know, it has a lot more effect, you know. 2D perspective wouldn't be too interesting. Right, let's park up here. And then we're on to the second island, Staunton Island. Oh goody. I can't wait.
Asuka and I are gonna have to talk. Why don't you go cruise around?
You'll need a place to lie low. There's a warehouse at the edge of Belleville that should suit your needs. Come back here to my condo when you're ready, and you and me can have a little chat.
Right, mission passed, $20,000 for just running away and not doing anything. But here's the point. There'll be a news broadcast in a second, so I'll shut up.
News just in from the traffic desk. Repairs to the Callahan Bridge have been completed. Since the explosion, engineers have been working around the clock to get traffic flowing between Portland and Staunton Island once again.
Dun 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 dun. Yeah, okay. The bridge has been repaired, but we're gonna be hanging around here for a while in this episode. So, welcome to Staunton Island, everyone. The second one. And here's the ammunition. It's always important to remember where that is. And it'll show us where these things are for the duration of until we start the next mission from Asuka, who is a new character. Oh, great rates paid for new and used emergency vehicles. I'm just going to go ahead and skip ahead because I can't be bothered reading it out as it comes. I know what it is, and we are not going to be doing that. I'm not taking emergency vehicles down to Portland docks because I'm not a moron. I don't know how much they pay you anyway, and we're not going to need the extra money, so yeah. If we did, maybe I would, but we don't. And here's the paint spray up here, so remember where that is. It's right by the multi-storey car park, which is on our right, and near our safe house, which is the greenhouse over there. It's the greenhouse. That reminds me of a British TV show called Ballamore, set in Scotland. I don't think there was a greenhouse. Like, the whole idea is that it's this little Scottish town, and there's lots of different residents, and the main residents all live in different coloured houses. So I think I remember a few of them. Archie, the inventor, he lived in the pink castle like place. And then there's PC Plum, the police officer, or copper, or Bobby, or whatever you want to call him. He lived in the White House, which is a police station anyway. But he lived there apparently. He's married to his job, the poor bastard. There was also Spencer the painter, who lived in the Orange House, I think. Miss Hooley, who was the school teacher, she lived in the Yellow House. By the way, I'm not reading things off. It might sound like I'm reading it off like a Wikipedia article or something, but I'm not. I can trawl through my memory. I don't think there was a greenhouse. Or was there? I remember there being a house that was green, but not really green, it was more aqua-ish, but whatever. Just taking you on a little bit of a tour of Staunton Island here. And then we'll go ahead and do Asuka's mission and progress the story along. By the way, I failed that mission in this episode, but next time we are going to do it for real, so that should be fun, watching me fail again. But don't worry, I have something I want to talk about anyway. For that, this is Kenji's casino, which belongs to Asuka's brother, Kenji, who will be doing some missions for him, and he leaves his cars unlocked like a doylem. You know, doylem is that a regional insult, or? Because I haven't heard anyone outside Yorkshire use the word doylem before. Huh. I have to do some research on that. But anyway, point is, we're gonna go ahead and do Asuka's mission and ramp off here. Hopefully we won't die, and we didn't. Brilliant work from me there. Excellent. smooth classical to bring us into Asuka's. Sayonara, Salvatore.
We have certain issues to clear up before we continue any form of relationship, business or otherwise. Let's lay our cards on the table. I am Yakuza, and I know you worked for Salvatore Leone's family. I can give you work with our organization, but first you must prove to me that your ties with the Mafia are truly broken. Salvatore Leone will be leaving Luigi's in about 3 hours' time. Make sure he doesn't reach his club alive. Meanwhile, Maria and I will catch up on old times.
Oh, Asuka, you've got a massager.
That's not a massager.
Sayonara being Japanese for goodbye. Anyway, so it's time to wave goodbye to Salvatore Leone, who is a wanker. Let's just be honest about that. We don't like him, and now we have to go kill him. Now, I know she said in 3 hours' time he'll be leaving Luigi's club. Well, in 3 hours' time, which is about 7:30 according to the game, I get there before that, and I get there even after that. I don't know. He doesn't actually come out at 7:30. The game will tell you when he's out of the club, but it wasn't at 7:30. So I don't know what it does when you're not in position, or when you're not near the club, or whatever, because I've never really tried that. But anyway, I may do some research on that as well, although I highly doubt anyone's intentionally tried to fail this, because killing Salvatore is kind of one of those moments that in the series it should be a big thing, but it's not really. You just pop him and he's dead. There's no cutscene with him doing, you know, sort of last words, dying requests and all that rubbish. No, there's nothing like that. But anyway, the thing that I wanted to talk to you about was something that I reminded myself of today, actually. It was to do with a show called, okay, there is I think it's Bangers and Cash. Bangers and Cash, like Bangers and Mash, the slang term for mashed potato and sausages, right? But Bangers and Cash, so it's basically cars that they sell in auctions for money. And I remember seeing an episode of that particular show, and it's set in Yorkshire as well, somewhere. Can't remember exactly where, but there's an auction house that it's, you know, following. They're following the staff at the auction house in all their adventures, let's say. And the point that I'm trying to make is that in this episode, they managed to find an old original Mini Cooper. I think it was the S model, built in the 60s, and it was fully original. The only problem with it is that it was falling apart, and right, no offence to anyone, but if a car is starting to fall apart, it's a bit useless. I mean, they actually considered, and I'm not joking here, selling it for 20 grand in the condition that it was in, which is unbelievable to me, that people would actually buy something like that. Oh, there's the Mafia cars coming along to pick up Salvatore. But yeah, that seriously happened. I remember another episode as well where they... Right, these guys, they get a phone call, right? And usually it's from someone who, you know, owns the car that they want to auction off. They want to give to the auction house to auction off, and they'll get the money from it as well. And this guy had a Morris Marina, and I don't think I need to tell you, if you live outside the UK you won't know what one of those is, but a Morris Marina is a terrible car. Terrible car. I mean, Jeremy Clarkson, insult aside, Jeremy Clarkson made good fun out of the car in one of his documentaries in the 90s, I believe. The Morris Marina is an awful car. It should never be purchased by anyone, and I believe that they actually wanted that car. And I'll tell you one thing. They had... Right, they replaced the car that they had in their lot, right? And it was an Aston Martin. They replaced an Aston Martin. No. Yeah. They replaced an Aston Martin with, you know, it's a fast car, you know, it's a prestigious thing, with a Morris Marina. Oh my giddy aunt, how can you be so... Oh. Right, that made me angry. Anyway. Anyway, we failed that mission. I'll see you next time, and hopefully I'll be able to continue my story without getting interrupted.